You probably had to hit okay.
Yeah, that's what it
All
said.
right. Evening, Kaden. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Not bad, not bad. Thanks for taking the time today. I'm super excited for you, so hopefully I don't cry or nothing. But I got a couple questions. They've been coming in on emails from players, social media from parents and players, and I thought, who better else than someone that's been in the ODP program for this year and talk about your experience through the ODP program. So I'm gonna fire a couple questions off to you, and then just whatever's natural, I'll edit out if you say something bad about me, right?
Got you, got you. Yeah, no problem. I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome, awesome. So Kaden, where are you about? So are you on the east side of the state, west side of the state?
I'm more central. I'm staying in Norman, so
Okay.
yeah, it's a little bit like North Norman, Southmore area. So yeah.
Nice. Very cool. And how did you initially hear about Oklahoma's ODP program?
My dad actually saw it on social media, and so he shared it to me, and we talked about it. And he signed me up.
Great. Did you know anybody that had like performed in the past in there or
Uh,
tried out in the past?
I saw Daryl DK, so I was like, yeah, something's gotta he's up there. Something's gotta be on good. So
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the royalty ODP players though that we've had here in Oklahoma. So uh we definitely have talent here. It's just like mining for gold, right? You
all
got
right.
to keep going at it until you hit pay dirt, right? So when your dad introduced it to you, did you know much about it?
I knew that it had a really good structure, and so I'm always the type of person that's really willing to face new challenges, and so I was down to put forth my best effort and just perform as best I can.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's good. And from my experience watching you, you've done just that. Your life has changed quite a bit over the last year. Um, like in regards to people talk about, having a certain team, obviously, coming from a club perspective, high school perspective, like you always had like one coach. How did you feel about going into the Oklahoma ODP program and there was multiple coaches and sometimes you'd hear from different voices like week in and week out. How did you feel about that?
I feel like it's always good, just with anything outside of soccer, it's always good to, have many perspectives on, just one thing. So, going out and playing, it's really good to hear from different coaches, who have different, playing styles, like the way they structure the game, the way, what they feel is more important. So it's good to, get a mixture of everything. But I really enjoyed having like multiple, they constructive criticism like on things that you don't do well, and then they compliment you on things you do well. But I feel like it's important to have those other point of views.
Yeah, I mean, what grade are you in school right now?
I'm a junior.
Junior. So do you have the same teacher from first period to last period?
Absolutely not. You have six
No,
different
no.
I have six
But
different
but in
teachers.
sports, sometimes we think like we can only have one teacher for the year, right? But all other aspects of life, we learn from different individuals, different voices, different viewpoints, right? So you feel
All
like
right.
it helped you?
You cut out. Can you say it again?
I said, did it feel like it helped you look at the game a little bit
Absolutely, yes.
differently?
You
Nice.
know, getting those different you know, pointers, I feel like it can only benefit you. Just to hear different people tell you different things. Some coaches may not see, what another coach may see, and it just vice versa. So you just all got to take it. You guys got to take it all in, and then just apply it to your game.
Wisely said. How do you think I mean, for you, how does ODP differ from like your home experience, like your club, maybe whether it was rec soccer, club soccer, high school soccer, how is it different at ODP versus that?
I feel like the structure, like there's like you said in the last question, the previous question, the coaches, you feel like you have a relationship with the coaches. I mean, you yourself, you've been with me since the start of everything with ODP, and so I mean, I can come to you about anything, even if it's outside of soccer, and I feel like that's really important for somebody who's aspiring to reach the next level.
Great. I'm super stoked that you feel that way. That's what we want. We want to create the best environment we can for you because I believe like we're kind of salespeople of the game, right? So you know, we want people to experience at all different levels, you know, and be lifelong in the game, not just, you know, not just a part of their youth, or, you know, not just at college, but like lifelong learners, but also lifelong in the game. So I'm glad you feel that way. You know, what do you think, like from your perspective, like the best part of your experience been over the last year with ODP?
You know, I feel like I'm always the type of person that likes traveling. So I feel like going through these, you know, the different events, you know, making it to the next level, going out and just, you know, seeing things that you normally wouldn't see in your own state. I mean, we live in Oklahoma. Every Oklahoman will know that Oklahoma's not the best to live if you want to see things. So no, I feel like definitely getting out and seeing things all while, you know, doing what you love is very important to me. I feel like it's one of the best things about it.
Great. Like, did you get like to have additional or like meaningful relationships with different people because of that travel? Or was it the same people you always saw and traveled with?
Absolutely. No, I stay connected with multiple people that I've you know played with from different states, different regions. I mean, I'd say I play people in club that I've came across in ODP, and you know we talk to each other. Some of the teams be like, "Hey, you know that guy? He's from a different state." I'm like, "ODP, we've just been connected. We played with each other before." And that's another thing, you know, just playing with other people from different states who have been taught a different way, playing on the same field, you know, different playing styles is really good to combine with players like that, and instead of just you know playing with the same team all the time. um
Yes.
it very I feel like it's very important to you know get out there and play with other people.
Yeah. So once you made the Olympic development program, did you quit your club soccer?
Absolutely not. I feel like I'm one of those people that's you know the more touches the better, so the more time you're spending on the ball studying the game, doing things that'll benefit your play. I feel like you should be doing it. So many practice I can. Obviously, I have a pretty busy schedule, so I try to make everything work. But no, I didn't feel like it was necessary to quit on my club team.
Did you feel any pressure from like administration or you know, the coaches at ODP that wanted you to do that, like wanted you to quit that and just stick with ODP?
Absolutely not. They were actually very you know they were straightforward. They feel like that you need to do whatever you can do to you know that feel like will benefit yourself. And so ODP itself is like a whole nother training program that'll you know help you develop your game. But they always are you know willing to let you go practice other places you know and do what you can to be the best version of yourself.
So they worked with your schedule and everything. You didn't have to quit the high school team either.
No, sir. High school the exact same way. I'm still, you know, going and training every day. You know, I have friendships and close relationships with kids on my high school team and my club team. Ever since I've been little, so you know, it's just they're really happy to see me. I feel like they're really happy to see me, you know, reach this level with ODP. You know, and all the recognition that I'm getting, I'm really thankful for it. And so I feel like it's not necessary to you know quit on those guys.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. And that's the way it was designed. So kind of a loaded question, but you know, I just want to make sure that across the board people are feeling like this is, you know, and in addition to club and high school soccer, you know, it's to complement that and to teach you different things that you could take back to your club and high school environment, and maybe you know, show other coaches or other players, you know, the things that you learned and share it with others, you know.
Yes, sir.
So like, you know, I'm in soccer every day of my life, so you know, I'm blessed and fortunate to do that. And I believe there's a place in the game for everyone. You know, yeah, Saturdays I was working with Top Soccer, which is an outreach for those with Down syndrome, autism, special needs. You know, obviously we have referees, the fans, I mean, the players, the coaches. So everyone deserves a place to be in the game and feel at home. What type of player profile or what type of player do you feel like should give ODP a shot?
I feel like I feel like anyone should give ODP a shot. Obviously, I feel like you should have the hunger, you should have the heart, you should want to play, you should want to you know fight to be the best you can be. go out there, be willing to, come out of your comfort zone, do things that you wouldn't normally do because, that's what makes you as a person, as a teammate. And I feel like the people that are willing to step outside of their comfort zone and go make a difference, those are the people that should try out for ODP.
Yeah, like through all that, I kept hearing in my head like desire and hunger. Like, would you agree? Like, a player that has a lot of desire and hunger to be their very best and to take their next best step, that would be a good profile for them.
Absolutely. I feel like desire and hunger is probably, this two of the best things that you can have as an athlete. Obviously, if you have talent, you'll go places, but if you're just willing to outwork anybody then and spend countless hours doing, what you love to do, then I feel like you'll succeed
Yeah,
one way or another.
100%. Yeah, I believe your gifts will make room for you. So, yeah, I'm a true believer of that. So, as we grow as people and as players, like each soccer experience or even life experience, that we have the opportunity to grow. How would you feel like you grew as a player and a person through this ODP process over the last year?
Like I said in one of the previous questions, it's just the comfort zone, and going out there and not knowing anybody. Well, I mean, at the state pool level, you know a few like similar faces. You've played with people, and then as further you get into the ODP thing, it's just like you're not knowing as many people. You're playing from people that are from a different region, different states, and it's just like you got to go out there and just be yourself, be outgoing, be willing to face new obstacles and challenges. And I feel like it not only like helps you develop as a person, but as a teammate, just everything.
I agree. I agree. So, hey, your life kind of changed after you got into ODP, didn't it? Some things kind of went super fast for you. It was a little bit, slow at the beginning, but then everything ramped up, and your life is even as since the summer has taken a 180 almost. Like so. So tell us about the experience that you've had with ODP and sort of the doors that have opened up in a short amount of time.
Um, uh, Multiple. So the thing about it is not that many people have done it, especially from Oklahoma to be at the stage that I'm at. Like I said, I'm very blessed to be taught by the people I was taught, coached by the people I was coached by. But I've recently got put on News 9 for doing this, and so not only do colleges reach out, but it's just a lot of people. People are glad to see somebody doing well, and it not only makes me feel like I'm doing something right, but it makes me want to continue to do things right. So that's probably one of the biggest things.
Yeah, that's cool. I also saw that there were some newspaper articles too, right? And
Yes,
some
sir.
yeah, that's pretty neat. So anything else like so you have colleges reaching out, you've had opportunities in different states. Any other opportunities come up from maybe like a semi-pro team or someone a pro organization, anything like that?
Yes, sir. So we actually have a USL championship team here in Oklahoma, and it's called FC Tulsa. I'm sure you're very aware of that, and they're actually starting a new thing, which is an FC Tulsa Academy, and they're looking for players, to develop and take to that next level of USL championship. And so, we're out there. I go every Monday to Tulsa, and you're training in a new environment, just like ODP. There's a lot of different coaches that have taught, that have played uh, at the top level, and so you're getting those different pointers from them. You're playing in front of them. You're playing with them, and so they're eventually trying to develop players to get to that level, and I feel like I just need to keep working and hopefully I'll be there soon.
Yeah, no doubt. With the grind and heart you're putting into it, there's no telling what's next for you, Caden. Um, so would you recommend that, players that are aspiring to play at the next level that they get in on board and try out the ODP program?
Yes, I feel like that they should. I feel like they should give it a shot, even if it doesn't go their way. It's not the end of the world. there's many different paths. Everybody's path is different, but I feel like they should give it a shot because I didn't know as much as I do now going into it, but I definitely don't regret stepping out of my comfort zone to come and put forth my best effort.
Yeah, good, good. Um, how do you feel like the players and the teams and the coaches as you progress through the ranks? How do you feel like that atmosphere and that training element and the caliber of players evolved as you went through the different interregionals, regionals, and soon to become traveling the world with ODP, right?
Yes, sir. So just like with anything, the higher the level, the more intense things get. And so, starting off with just like the state pool thing, it was just players that I played with, in the past, and it's just like the level's there, but it's kind of not like it's like okay, this is not my goal. This isn't where I want to be. So, you push forward, you push through it, and you get to the next level, and it's getting better. There's still a few things where you feel like okay, well, I feel like I can shine on this part. I feel like I can and I'll do a few people on this part to prove that I'm, willing to be put on the next roster, the next level. And so you go to that, and it's just like, all right, now everyone's kind of on the same page. The intent or the trainings are intense. The ball's being pinged in a lot faster than it was at the state pool level. And it's just like it's more of a question like, are you ready for this level? And me personally, I feel like I was ready for the next level. And so it just keeps going. The journey doesn't stop. So I'm ready.
That's beautiful. So you say like the style of play was real similar, but the speed of play and the speed of thought and speed of decisions increased exponentially, right?
Yes, sir. Decision
Yeah,
making, you got to know what you're going to do with the ball before you get it. You got to see things 2 plays ahead.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Um, so let me ask you this: what's next for you with ODP?
So we go to Florida in January, and then actually we're on an international trip to England. And I feel like that'll be a big step for my career. And going overseas to play with people, like obviously playing with different players from around the country is good, but playing with against different players from across the world is actually crazy. So getting to see everything, getting to see the professional atmosphere, getting to see everything that you kind of wanted as a kid, just to be like, damn, I want to see this, I want to see that. And it's just like now it's coming true. So it
And
just
you
makes
say
you keep
we,
working.
you say we. Does that mean you're going with Oklahoma State ODP, or are you going with something different?
We're going with Oklahoma State ODP. We're going with the national level. So it's multiple different things going on, and I feel like it's all good.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're gonna, it was the way you answered that was amazing because you are going to represent yourself, your family, your town, your high school, Oklahoma, but you are the only Oklahoma kid that's going with the region team to perform in front of the national, governing
Right.
bodies and those scouts. So tip my hat to you, right? But that's amazing that you're staying humble. All the players I've talked to that have reached the highest levels, same thing they give advice is, stay humble, because get a lot of attention and things of that nature, which is great. People are seeing you and you're being rewarded for your hard work and your diligence, but just staying humble, remember where you came from. I know you'll do a good job at that. You've done tremendous, since then, since I met you. So keep up the hard work. One thing I saw you last week, and one thing you says, I can't wait till ODP starts up again. Does that mean that you're not bailing on Oklahoma ODP? You're gonna still hang out with us guys while you're traveling the world?
Absolutely. I mean, I remember where I came from. I remember who was there from the start. So absolutely, I'm gonna be around.
Wonderful, wonderful, man. We'd love to have you. Um, any final words that you'd like to say to the ODP world or coaches, family, anything like that?
Absolutely. I just want to thank everybody that has helped me. The coaching staff with ODP, the coaching staff outside of ODP that has developed me since I was younger. My parents that put in countless hours at work just to provide financially. You know, dad's always taking off of work to, you know, to take me these places. He makes sacrifices out of his own life to come out here and support me. My mom does the same, and so I'm just thankful for everybody that has helped me and played a part.
Yeah, that's great. Yes. Thank you to the countless parents out there that make this all possible. For those of you that are just tuning in, you know, we'll just give a quick overview of what ODP is. You know, you just heard it from someone that joined the program. We just rebooted it last year. So we started November 6th of 2022. And now we're getting ready to kick off again our seasonal year. October 29th in Tulsa and October 5th in Midwest City. And then November 5th in Midwest City. And then November 18th in Enid, Oklahoma will be our first tryouts. But the ODP program has been around for a number of years, you know, going back to the 70s. And it was originally designed to be the only pathway to the U.S. national team to go perform, you know, for the Women's World Cup and the Men's World Cup. Since then, obviously, there's been other platforms that have popped up and been great with that. MLS Next, there's been DAs and the acronym SOUP. And Oklahoma has participated in ODP since then. Obviously, we don't have MLS in the state, but we do have USL and a number of other entities that help players along the way. Again, this is a supplemental program, and it's just to get exposure to regional and national team coaches for players that aspire to play at the next level. You know, it's an opportunity to represent your district, your state, eventually your region, which we're in the South region. There's 12 states in there, so we're lumped in there with Tennessee and Missouri sometimes, and Kansas, and we got Texas and Florida and Georgia and North Carolina, all the big soccer states. But big time, you know, is obviously reaching that ultimate goal, playing for the U.S. national team. But along the way, as you see with Kaden's story, is he's gotten exposure both from a professional standpoint and college standpoint. So we also work on that process of getting more exposure to the player directly. It's not a teams-based program. It's a player development program. So we work with the individual player in a group or quote unquote team environment to make sure that they're able to take these opportunities and make the best of it. Opportunities, as you see with Kaden, to not only travel Oklahoma and the United States, but also the world. You know, we organize trips to Costa Rica and Spain and Europe. And we look at developing the player and this unique training opportunity so that they can go one step further in their career. We do that through like quality instruction with quality licensed, national licensed professional coaches. And we do that with quality competition. And we also use the same exact criteria that U.S. Soccer uses for the youth national team as far as scouting and developing the youth. So each individual will compete in their particular age group the year that they were born. So if you'd like some more information, you'd like to do what Kaden's been able to do and accomplish, you know, we encourage you to check it out. Kaden, thank you so much for your time and your dedication to others and taking this time out of your Sunday evening to help others, you know, make the trip through soccer, right? It's an amazing opportunity. So thank you for everything.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you as well.
Absolutely. Take care. We look forward to seeing you soon. Bye-bye.
You too.